right here on Daybreak Africa. Sierra Leone is facing frequent electricity supply problems. The past few weeks have been challenging, with continuous outages disrupting hospitals, businesses and schools, among other key sectors. Now many have resorted to using alternative power supply for their homes and businesses. Eric Kawa has more from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Electricity should be a basic amenity, but remains a luxury for many in Sierra Leone. The World Bank says in 2021, only 23% of Sierra Leoneans had access to electricity, compared with a sub-Saharan average of 30%. Last November, Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo visited Ivory Coast with a high-powered delegation to farm up arrangements for the Transco Ivory Coast Sierra Leone Guinea Power Purchase and Transmission Services Agreement countries. The CLSG interconnection line involves the construction of approximately 530 kilometers of power links linking the three nations. However, situation has worsened recently, with blackouts overtaking some parts of the West African nation. The Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority last month said the Turkish Kawa ship, which is one of its sources of power, was experiencing technical challenges. The outages are hitting some key sectors hard. Dr. Fodesise is a district medical officer of the Western Area Urban District, and he says outages make things hard for hospitals. He speaks to VOA on how they're coping with the current power outage.
Generally, we want electricity supply to be regular, but there are intermittent outages. Despite those outages, we try to ensure that services continue to be rendered. Like here, we have a backup power generator. So whenever there is a power outage, we ensure that we fuel the generator and we continue delivering our services.
But rural areas often rely on solar power. Dr. Sise says medical facilities in rural communities use rechargeable lights when there's power outage. Schools also struggle with power outages. Mutala Karbo is the vice principal at Leone College. He says his school is fortunate in that the neighborhood doesn't often have outages, possibly because it is near a police headquarters.
Basically, in terms of fuel scarcity of recent times, we've had a lot of challenges with running the generator. It's diesel, and you hardly come by diesel around town for the past couple of weeks. So in the event where there is no electricity, just have to shut down.
Students also use electricity to help in their studies. Alpha Amadou Ba is a pupil of the Wamagriso Secondary School. He spoke to VOA.
It's a challenge, it's a huge challenge. We're diving through into the technological era, and electricity is paramount for those things to actually go by. And candles, I think of the past, I'd say. Nowadays, studying is not just by having your book. Most of us students, we do research on topics that we do at school, mostly using our phones or our computers, electronic devices that needs electricity.
President Julius Maada Bio is quoted as saying sustainable and affordable energy sits well with Sierra Leone's development needs and development agenda. Last year, the World Bank approved a 50 million grant from the International Development Association to improve access to electricity in the country. For VOA, this is Eric Kawa reporting from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Daybreak Africa continues. The Democratic Republic of Congo this month officially became the 7th country to join the East African Community.